I recently lost weight. I can't tell you how much, but I know I'm down 5 notches on my belt, and I'm down a t-shirt size. I call it the poverty diet. Turns out, if you don't put food in your mouth, you don't gain weight. Matter of fact, you lose weight. I know that sounds flippant, like I'm making a joke, but really, how many diet books and diet cookbooks are there on the market? I was going to write a book, but turns out nobody wants to publish a book that if a person was willing to read the book, they couldn't afford to buy it. Which is kind of sad because I was going to start research on the second book already due to property tax laws called Skinny People Live Under Bridges. That was replacing the other title I had for it. If you can't see food, you can't eat it because you have no electricity. A few years ago, the big diet was eat 5 small meals throughout the day so that your digestive system just keeps on burning and eventually you would lose weight. Then last year in 2016, it was the Buddha diet where they told you eat in a small, narrower time frame to give your digestive system a time to rest. Then there were the juicers who was juicing up all their food and drinking it, thinking that it would help the body digest it faster. But then people came out and said since there's no pulp in the juice, the body couldn't absorb it fast enough, and it would turn all the sugar to fat, and some people would even gain weight by doing that. The food pyramid has changed how many times in our lifetime? It's just all guesswork and a white coat. Anymore when people talk about nutrition and diets, all I hear is the recent best guess is that your body can only process so much sugar so fast and all the excess sugar gets turned to fat. Bad news is, at least one estimate I heard, was that 74% of your grocery store, all the food in it has added sugar to it. Not the natural sugar that occurs in like fruits or vegetables, but added sugar to the products. Green peas, water, carrots, sugar, salt. It's my understanding they don't have to list sugar in the ingredients section unless it's added sugar. And now, because people are getting so smart and looking in the ingredients for sugar, the rich people who own the companies, don't we just love the rich? They've come up with like 30 other names for sugar. One of them is dried beet juice. So people who hastily skim the ingredients doesn't see the word sugar. Because we're stupid. So I don't know if it's true, but I read that America's not even #1 in diabetes. It's like the Arab countries, because they've banned alcohol. Their water is sometimes a little hinky in areas, and they drink a lot of pop. It's hot there. They drink a lot of pop. So we're not even like in the top 5 in diabetes. At least that's what I read. I don't know. And I love pop. You know, when you open up that little pop tab and it hisses, I like to pretend it's saying it loves me too. So what do we take away from this video? I don't know. I stopped listening after the homeless part. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if I let that stop me, I'd sound like a monk. I would never say anything. And I have a feeling most people would be like that too. So, in the interest of making a video, I just say what I believe. It's all my opinion. Would you like to walk a mile in my shoes? It was a trick question. My shoes don't have another mile on them. It's me, from a forest, Camroy, here on YouTube.